The early morning. Perfect time to make art. Really just sets you off for such a good day. Just doing something creative in the morning. Putting your heart and spirit and passion into something. You just feel so accomplished. But for real, guys, it's like 12:30. I'm on my third cup of coffee and it's been a good week so far. Now, I do not draw nearly as much as I should for me claiming to be an artist, but I don't think I'm alone. I think a lot of artists do not actually draw as much as they should. And I think that they realize that if they don't draw as much as they should. Like, they know they should be drawing every day. You should be practicing. You should be practicing your basic techniques, basic forms, how to draw a basic body or a basic building, house, whatever kind of art that you're into. You should be practicing the basics. You should be practicing every day, especially if it's your career or you're going to school for it. But most people don't. Most artists just do not, and I am one of them. It's not like artist's block, it's just like I want to sit down and just do art for a couple hours and not have anything else bother me and just kind of be in the zone. But doing that is a lot harder when you live with other people, you have other responsibilities, and people just don't like to leave you alone. Most of the time, I'm very introverted. Lots of my friends have called me an ambivert, so I can be extroverted when I want to, but most of the time, I'm a big introvert. So lots of the time when people bother, I shouldn't say bother, because it's not really a bother to have friends. Most of the time when people ask me to hang out, or if they ask me to do something with them, or just to help them with something or anything like that, I feel obligated to just say yes. I say yes to way too many things. Even if I just want to sit at home for a whole day, a whole evening, and just draw and watch a TV show or listen to a podcast, I will still say yes, because that is the type of person that I am. So it makes it kind of difficult to find time for myself to actually draw and work on the things that I need to work on. However, today, I have kind of solved this problem. I have had this book of 500 drawing prompts for such a long time, and I got another book like this called One Drawing a Day, I think, for my birthday last year. And so now I have two of these books, and I barely ever use them. The idea is that you just draw one drawing a day, just to keep your art up. And this one is, if you don't know what to draw, you have 500 drawing prompts right here that you can just use for ideas. What? This is an artist's gold mine right here. Who would not? You have artist block? Just pull your inspiration from this book. So I have only used this book once. I've drawn two things in it. I drew this interesting waterfall kind of thing with a sunset, and I drew this wizard staff, which I'm kind of happy about. I kind of like the crystal thing that I was going for, but the actual staff is kind of weird. And I only use pencil crayon with these two drawings, but today I'm going to be using markers, pencil crayons, plain graphite, Sharpies, metallic Sharpies. We're gonna be using a whole bunch of stuff, and we're gonna fill out a couple of these pages with just wonderfully creative things. I say that now, but I don't think my brain's gonna get all the way there. They might be wonderfully creative, they might be really basic. I think how this is gonna work is I'm just going to go through all the pages and just put my finger down on one of the pages, and that should be good enough for randomly choosing what we're going to be drawing. So what I'm using is I just have my pencil, my eraser. That's what we're going to be using to sketch it out. I also have a bunch of Crayola markers, Crayola Super Tips. I would use my alcohol ink markers, my new ones that I got, but these pages are ridiculously thin. You can see the line of the other page through these pages. They're ridiculously thin, and the alcohol ink markers bleed through even sketchbook paper, so they're not going to be that great to use on
this paper either. I also have my India ink pens. We might use these to outline some stuff. I don't really know yet. We're just gonna kind of roll with it. Next, I have my pencil crayons that we're gonna use. These are Prismacolor Scholar pencil crayons. So these are just like the basic Prismacolor pencil crayons that you can get. They're just like for, they're like the ones that are recommended for students. So they're really basic, they're really cheap, but they're pretty good pencil crayons. And then I just have a bunch of these Papermate pens. So they're just like fine tipped pens that I use to write in like my daily planners and just like on sticky notes and stuff. And then I also have a few metallic markers that we may or may not use. I don't know, depends on what we're drawing. I have bronze, silver, and gold. So maybe we'll make something shiny, who knows? And then I also have this triangle thing. I don't even know what to call it because it's not a ruler. It doesn't have any increments on it. It's just the tool to make straight lines. There we go, that's its name. All right, enough stalling. We are going to flip through this monster of a book and we're gonna find something to draw. We got a computer keyboard. I know this is supposed to be totally randomized, but I don't wanna do this. I don't wanna draw a computer keyboard. I was looking through this book before filming, and I landed on this one, and this was like the one thing that I didn't want to do. I'm sorry guys, I respect the randomized system, but we gotta redo this. A lollipop. That seems pretty good, but we're not like just gonna draw a regular lollipop. No. Now, should we make it a swirly pop, or should we make it like a Tootsie Roll pop? I think we're gonna make it a swirly pop, like you know what I'm talking about. That's what we're gonna do. So let's just start with the big circle. We're gonna draw our stick. See, this is where the tool that makes straight lines comes in handy. We're gonna decorate around the outside afterwards because this just seems kind of boring, just a lollipop in a blank canvas. So we're gonna decorate it after. Don't you worry, guys. Next, we gotta make the swirl part of the swirly pop. Alrighty, there we go. And I suppose we'll also throw some nice swirls onto the handle. The handle? The lollipop has a handle, guys. That's what that's called, right? The handle of the lollipop? The stick? It's just called the stick, right? The stick of the lollipop? The handle. What the heck am I talking about? So the stick of the lollipop has a few swirls on it now. Okay, so I've been rewatching Star vs. the Forces of Evil. So I've got like rainbows and bright colors and hearts and unicorns on the mind. So I think we're gonna make this like really nice and bright and full of rainbows and full of hearts and stars, just like in Star vs. the Forces of Evil. So I think we're gonna put a nice little rainbow down here in the corner. And I think we'll give it, let's do like 4 colors. It's not gonna be a regular rainbow. It's gonna be like a nice pastel colored kind of rainbow. All right, I think up here we're gonna draw a bunch of hearts, just lots of hearts, but they're going to have wings. They're gonna be cute little flying fairy hearts or angel hearts or whatever you want to call them. They're gonna have wings. So I lied, not all the hearts have wings because that would have taken too long. There's lots of little ones that don't have wings, and then there's like 4 with nice little angel or fairy wings or whatever you want to call them. So you have a rainbow, some hearts, a big lollipop. I think that next we should do some nice clouds in the background. Now, I'm not the best at drawing clouds, but if you don't try, you're never gonna know. You're never gonna get new skills. Well, that actually doesn't look too horrible. I'm kind of happy with that. Oh, let's put a bunch of like stars in the sky. I think that'd be a good idea. Oh, would it be too much if we put just a big bow on the lollipop? You know what? This drawing is already over the top. I don't think it would be too much if we put just a gigantic bow on the lollipop. Oh, it's so big and obnoxious. I love it. All right, I think we have a pretty solid base of what we're gonna do. So I think that we can start coloring this dude right here. I'm gonna just start off with the lollipop because why the heck not? Doesn't really matter. We're not trying to be professional. We're just trying to be creative. I think that this should be a purple, pink, and white lollipop. I'm actually gonna use my thin markers first to outline the different colors, and then we're gonna fill them in with the Crayola super tip markers. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but I kind of messed up here with the bow. I drew the pink outlines like where the bow should be, but it's fine. We're gonna fix it. For now, we're just gonna color in this here lollipop. So our lollipop is done. I wanted to color in the white parts with white pencil crayon, you know, to give the useless white pencil crayon its time to shine. So I started to do that, and then I realized it made absolutely no difference. I also love the way that the marker shows up on this paper, like it gives it this really cool like texture. I think it's really nice. So next we gotta do the bow, and I think we're gonna do it a nice light blue. Actually, we're gonna do the sky light blue. So we gotta make the bow something different. I think we'll make it orange. All right, guys, there's our lovely bright orange bow. I tried to give it a little shading down here because, you know, we obviously need shading in this picture because it really matters so much. All right, now let's do the handle of our lollipop. Oh yes, the handle. This one I think we'll do really basic. We'll do it let's do it like a mint green and a blue. I think that'd be nice. Actually, I think we might just leave it like this without the mint green. I think that looks pretty nice. Let's just leave it like that. This picture's already busy enough. All right, next, let's do this lovely rainbow. So I think I'm going to keep this mint green here so we can use it for the rainbow. And I think we're gonna also get some pastel pink, some yellow, and purple. Let's do purple. This would be 4 nice rainbow colors. I think that looks pretty good. Pretty good. All right, let's come up here and take care of all these little hearts. I'm just gonna make them a nice classic red. Why did I say that so weird? Red. You know, it's not just videos, guys. I can't speak in real life either. Let's outline all these bad boys. And we color them in. Wow, fantastic. All right, I'm gonna do just a big time lapse of just getting this background and all the stars done. So sit back, relax, and just enjoy. It's gonna be great. So I think this is very Star versus the Forces of Evil-esque. Like, it's bright, it's colorful, it's like a little bit obnoxious. This is probably one of the most obnoxious things that I have ever drawn. I like the way that I did the background where it's not really touching the outlines like this. I really like that, how it's not really quite touching, and it leaves that little bit of white room in between. So now we're just gonna date it and sign it, and it will all be done. There we go, that is our first prompt, lollipop. I went a little crazy with not just doing a lollipop, but you know what? That's okay, that's what this book is for. All right, let's choose another prompt. Let's go this way this time. Do it this way. All right. First love. What do we think of when we think of first love? I think I'm going to do something really basic here. I'm gonna do like one of those cliche like sunset things that's like really bright and colorful, and I'm gonna make like a silhouette of, like, you know, the tree and the 2 people sitting under it or whatever. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so because we're doing a sunset, we kind of need this to blend together really nicely, so I think we're gonna use pencil crayon for this. Actually, you know what? That's not gonna work because India ink can't go on top of pencil crayons. You know what? Well, it's fine. We'll just use markers and it'll be great and it'll be wonderful and there's gonna be no problems. There's gonna be no problems at all. Let's just sketch out the horizon line. So now I'm going to draw just a nice tree. We're gonna make this the shape of a nice sakura tree. I'm just gonna draw just two people just chilling, just having a good time. Let's draw them sitting down actually. Just like that. Look, so cute, so wholesome. Let's put the sun right here. And then we're gonna put the moon in the opposite corner. The moon I think we will do in pencil crayon because we can make some nice craters and stuff on it. And we're gonna have a few stars up here as well. I think we'll just make the stars circles. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to color the sunset. I'm gonna give this all just a quick little erase. So let's start with the sun. It's gonna be a nice bright yellow. And then I think I'm just gonna give it like a little bit of kind of like an outline, not really, it's just like a little something extra. So next, this outer part is going to be yellow, but just a little bit because it's going to blend into orange. And it is easier to blend with alcohol ink markers, but to be honest, I don't find it that hard to blend with these Crayola Super Tips either. So I just kind of draw around or color in where I want it to be, and then you take the lighter color, and you just kind of draw and scribble up into the darker color like this. Use the lighter color as your blender. You know how in marker sets you get that like clear blender that a lot of people just don't use? You're gonna use your lighter color as kind of that clear blender. And once you do that a little bit, you put on some more of the darker color and you just keep going from there until you're satisfied with how much it is blended. Okay, so from this orange, I'm gonna go to let's go to like a pink. Let's do pink. So again, just scribble out some of your base color like that. You wanna just go a little bit lighter as you're going out, like this. And then you're gonna get your next color, which is pink for me, and you're just gonna blend it in. I really don't know any other way to describe how I do this. It is easier if you're doing it with similar colors, like the pink and the orange are gonna blend a little bit better, obviously, than the orange and the yellow, just because they're a bit more similar in the tone and also the hue. All right, from the pink, we're going to go to a nice purple, I think. And remember, you just want to take your lighter color and just kind of use that as a blender. I think this also works well because when you're using this as a blender, it makes the page like wet, if you want to call it that. It makes it wet and it makes the darker color kind of spread out into the lighter color a bit better. All right, and I think finally, we're not gonna do black at the top because that's a bit too harsh. We're going to do a nice dark blue. See, I say that black is gonna be too harsh, but then we're doing the tree and literally all of this is a silhouette in black. Well, I think this looks pretty snazzy, guys. It looks really nice, I think. Okay, before we do the black, I'm gonna kind of let the marker dry a bit because it leaked through quite a bit, and there's just a lot of dampness going on right now. So next I'm gonna do the moon with some pencil crayons. I have recently started to absolutely love using pencil crayons. I think they're real fun, they're real nice to use, and I've just been really enjoying them. So I'm gonna be using these 4 colors to do the moon. I have a dark gray, a light gray, a black, and a white. Okay, now we're going to do the silhouette part. You know, now that I'm looking at this, I don't like the orange outline anymore. I'm gonna try and blend it. I don't know if that's any better, but it's what we're working with. It's what we got right now. I have this lovely like brush tip, where did you go? This like lovely brush tip India ink pen by Faber-Castell. So I'm just gonna use it to make this tree all nice. I like drawing my trees like this because I like the way they kind of look like trees on the African savanna. And I don't know why, but I kind of like it. I said this was a sakura tree, but it's turning out to be an African savanna tree now. Oh, it's so cute. I love it so much. I think that this is very cute and wholesome. Wouldn't this just be a lovely place to just sit with your sweetheart under a nice tree in the African savanna, under the sunset? That'd be real nice, wouldn't it? Joke's on me, cause haha, I'm single. I really like this one. I like that this one has quite, like, not a lot of contrast to what our first one was. Like, this one's nice and bright, and it has a lot going on, but this one is just like real simple, and I kind of like that. All right, because 3 is the magic number, I think we're gonna do one more. So we have another freaking computer keyboard. No, I'm good. I'm done with that. No, we're gonna do, are you kidding me? A keyboard player. Okay, we could do something with this. I don't mind doing a keyboard player. All right, so our keyboard player, I think I'm gonna make him like jamming out on the keyboard. Nice little floor right there. And we're gonna do a keyboard. Kind of want to make this more dynamic looking, so we might do it on a 3/4. Don't we all love that good 3/4 angle? Now I know that this isn't perfect perspective, but I don't really care. All right, again, it's not perfect perspective, but it's what we got going on. I think it's pretty decent so far. All right, so we're gonna get kind of like an action scene right here. So we're gonna have a character going like this, kind of like hunched over the piano, and then we're gonna get the same character just like standing up. So he's just gonna do like a head bob kind of thing. All right, that was Watch Lizzie struggle drawing basic characters for however long that time lapse was. All right, so now we gotta kind of spruce them up a bit. I think we're gonna put like a disco ball here. All right, so now we gotta spruce up our characters a little bit more. I think I'm gonna give this guy some like cool hair that goes up. I think we'll just give him a t-shirt, basic pants. He's just basically gonna be rocking out on his piano. Gotta give his other self the same clothes and the same hair. And we'll make a couple music notes coming out just to signify what's actually going on here, because I don't know if you can actually really tell. All right, put some keys on the keyboard too, because I figure that might be important. Okay, let's start coloring this bad boy in. So I think this one we will outline all in black. We're gonna give him, I'm really feeling some like brown hair, both like purple tips. Brown hair with some rockin' purple tips. I don't know why, but that's just what I'm feeling for him. I'm also thinking, because this is kind of like, I'm getting like a disco vibe from this, so I think we'll do like a pink shirt, but like a darker pink shirt. Let's go with that. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty good. It's kind of like a burgundy, actually. I kind of like that. So I guess not pink at all. Let's go with a burgundy shirt. And we'll go with some blue jeans. So we'll make them like a Nars? I can't speak. We'll make them a nice dark blue denim kind of color. His shoes we're going to make black and white, so I'll wait to color those. I actually think I'll just like outline this character now, just because I want to see what it looks like. I think this dude's name will be Purple Tip Dude. All right, let's do his alter ego, the motion that he's doing. All right, let's take care of this keyboard right here. I think we'll just make it, you know what? No, let's not make it gray. Let's make it a real fun color. Let's make it Frickin' pink. We're gonna do pink. It looks like it's like bubblegum themed or something like that. And then I think we'll just make the legs of it gray. I think the disco ball, we're gonna make the little detailed square bits like colorful, and then we'll make the rest of the disco ball metallic. I'm waiting to use my metallic markers. All right, I hope this doesn't bleed through too much. It's not a Sharpie, it's a Studio brand metallic, so I hope it does not bleed through. Oh good, it's not. We're good. We're all fine. All right, I'm gonna outline the piano or the keyboard or whatever you want to call it, and I'm gonna fill in the black keys with some black coloring. I think we'll let this one be left to the magic of editing. Don't you guys love the power of editing? I sure do. Too bad I can't use it in real life. All right, I'm just gonna do the ground. I think I'll just like leave it this color, this white color that it is. And the background, we're gonna do like just a bunch of different colors because this is supposed to be kind of like a party or a disco. All right, I'm just gonna do a bunch of like random blocks of color in the background just to kind of give it like this groovy kind of atmosphere. Now, I used to wear a lot of black and I still do, but I'm starting like leaning more towards colors. Like I love like black and like dark and whatever, but there's just something so refreshing about an absurd amount of color. I'm pretty happy with this. I can't wait to draw the rest of his band. We have a guitar player, we have a drummer, and we have a singer. So we're gonna make the rest of his band probably in the next video of this, which will probably be soon because I really enjoyed doing this. It was really fun, and it's nice. It was nice to just kind of like be creative and not worry about the final product too much because it didn't really matter too much. Like if any of these turned out like absolute crap, then it wouldn't have really mattered. I mean, most of the stuff that I do on this turnal. I was thinking of the word turns, but also channel, so I said turnal. What is wrong with me? I should just end the video. The video is over. Goodbye. The video's done. Before I end the video, which I really want to because I'm just having such a difficult time now. So we have our absurd lollipop that I really love. It really channels the energy of Star versus the Forces of Evil, and I absolutely love it. It's probably like my favorite one that we've done today. Next we have our first love. I also really like this one, even though the tree kind of turned out looking like an African savanna tree, but you know, that's okay. I like the blending. I think it turned out pretty decent for using Crayola super tip markers. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And finally, we have our wonderful keyboard player. I think that he looks like he's having a good time. He looks like he's just like rocking out and just enjoying life, man. When this whole thing is like fully done, it's going to look so cool because you're just gonna flip through it and just see so many wonderful random things, and it's just gonna be great. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this random drawing prompt video thing. I don't know exactly what the title of this video is gonna be. Nothing's coming to mind. But I had a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you guys enjoy it because I kind of want to do more of these videos because they're really fun. It actually makes me use this book because if I don't use this book in a video, I just kind of feel like I'm doing it for no reason, if that makes sense. Also, I fixed my squeaky table. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's all better now. My chair, however, is still pretty squeaky. Anyway, just end the video, Lizzie. It's not going your way anymore. Just finish it on a high note. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to see more of my face, you can click subscribe. I post new videos every Friday. All right, thank you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.